All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of Weebs On Deck. We are back together. We are again missing Rand due to some technical difficulties, but the other three of the core four, we will survive.
Sir, we're
So
here.
today we are going to be discussing the best anime protagonist. Not the strongest, but the best. So without further ado, I'm going to toss it over to William. Let's see what you got, buddy.
All right, if we're talking the best, which means we're not talking about the strongest, the quickest, the greatest physical ability. We're talking about they carry all their friends, the whole team, the entire show on their back. And what better character than Senku from Dr. Stone? My boy single-handedly came back, revived everybody, brought science back into the world, took over a kingdom and became their chief, all within one season. Tell me he's not the best character.
Okay, but you also got to remember that he revived the bad guy, and the only people that he really revived was his best friend, his best friend's girlfriend, and the bad guy. And then the bad guy was the one who revived everybody else.
Hey, listen.
The revival process was a little weak.
It really was.
If he didn't revive the bad guy, he would have died from the jump, from the tiger. So he had to do it. And because he was saved, he did so many other great things. So, we don't talk about the bad guy.
It's not bad.
All right, I'll give you that. I mean, he's pretty damn cool. He did a lot of science during the quote-unquote Stone Age. But
taught people a lot of things.
He made a Christmas tree, man.
He made ramen
Come
too,
on.
man. Like he
ramen.
basically
yeah, but it was like
ramen.
millweed ramen or something like that, or dog
Yeah,
cattail,
it was.
whatever.
It was.
He made katanas though. And what cooler weapon is a katana?
Yeah, but it wasn't like the cool katanas. They only folded it twice, remember?
Hey,
No,
good point. That's a good point.
It's not a
Doesn't
true
matter.
katana.
You
Doesn't matter if it's as
multiple
strong
times.
as
He
the
said
real
two times
thing.
was enough. It was science.
It's not as cool though.
It's true. It's not a true katana.
Authentic.
Exactly.
There's no need to. He already explained the science. 1, 2, bam. That's it.
But see, if he had pulled it off, it would have made him a lot cooler, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
It
True.
still got
He
the
would've got
job
a lot
done.
more points.
They used it and defended the village, so it still got the job done. They didn't break.
Okay.
So,
all right, that's fair.
Boom.
That's
All
fair.
right. We'll give you that.
What do you guys got?
Well, Joseph, let's hear you.
Well, if there's anyone that's better and should be considered the best protagonist, is Mob from Mob Psycho. The man is a middle school student dedicated to his studies. Also dedicated to his psychic abilities, which gives him power.
He was stupid though in school.
No. He can be stupid, but he's still got psychic powers.
Okay.
Brings his brain level above all other students. If you get what I'm saying. Brain power isn't all about studies, it's about your ability as a human. And he has more ability than any other student at that school.
Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mob, he's made friends. He's worked hard. He's done running. He's trained physically. He's done everything you can think of that a student would do.
So has every other anime protagonist. Everybody's trained. Everybody's gone through that montage. That Rocky Balboa, like everybody's got to have that. Otherwise, it's not really an anime.
Yeah, but he's dedicated to his craft, and that craft is self-improvement.
I will give him that. Self-improvement is his old philosophy.
Self-improvement is the key.
But you just sent me that video and you saw that speech. That was not like, if this man is truly a psychic and like use psychic powers, why is he just sitting up there for 5 minutes straight just not saying a word? Like,
he has zero social skill. Mob, now, even though he's the best anime protagonist, he is probably the worst social protagonist. You got Naruto and Luffy who can like just talk you to death, and that's how they win.
Don't forget Gon.
Yeah, and him, but no, Mob can't talk you to death. He's either going to blow you up with his mind, or he's just gonna lose because he's gonna stand there and fall apart.
Hey, though, but you forgot he's kind of a simp, though. He's kind of a simp, though. Remember that little girl that he has a crush on, but he can't talk to her. And his only thing to impress her was using his psychic abilities, which he didn't even like to use,
Yep.
And then she got bored of his psychic abilities, and then he was just depressed for like 2
Right.
seasons about it.
You're right. Simp points are applied to
So-
Mob.
I
But
don't know, man.
he's still the strongest character in that show, and in general.
In
And he's got
general,
psychic he's like Saitama, man. He's about that same level. He's not going to
Okay,
lose a fight.
but
studio,
if
so-
it's like the same animation and the same creator as like One Punch Man, like One Punch Man is literally just satire of like overly powerful characters. So you can't like compare Saitama or Mob if they're the same like level to anybody else, because they're obviously written to be that like ungodly.
But this is the best Protagonist, not the
Okay.
strongest.
Okay.
Mob gets strength points, but he's still the best for other reasons, and that's because he's this little adorable middle school student who's a little
middle
awkward.
schoolers are gross. What the hell are you talking
Yeah.
about?
They're
They're
not
not
this guy.
adorable.
He's not gross.
They're
He's just an
sweaty and
awkward little
smelly
kid who
and
needs help, and he gets that help throughout the show.
Well, apparently he didn't get it for that
see.
speech, because that's the only thing I've seen, and he
No,
did
he
not do
didn't
well.
get it. He did that all on his own.
What a
It
show.
was a mess.
Oh, he's just kind of strong, man. But what else has he done?
As far as like feats, like you want me
Yeah.
to bring out a list of things that he's done?
What did he contribute to that universe?
Okay. Well, he ran that marathon, and he
But
failed.
then
at
he
that,
passed
but He
out.
worked hard to run the marathon and show up. He tried hard.
So he gets some participation ribbon.
Got
So
some
he's basically just
participation
Rock
points.
Lee.
Yep.
He just
He's
tries hard, and that's about
exercised,
it.
No, Rock Lee's
exercised
strong
spirits
though.
for people that need them, and that's enough, right?
I don't know, man. See, I'm arguing over
You're
here.
saving people daily.
I'm arguing All Might over here. So, I mean, obviously.
Okay, All Might. Go ahead.
Well, because, I mean, look at it. He's just not only is he the prototypical, like, super strong, powerful, amazing human being, but, like, he's also just so damn likable. Like, the man didn't have a quirk going into this, like, becoming this hero. This was all just his will, just all his like passion, all these same points that you're making for Mob, except for this actually like translated into success and like riches and fame for All Might. He saved all those people. He was the number one hero for obviously a good reason. And let's not forget that he beat All for One. So that's a true feat.
Hey, but he didn't
decent.
kill him though, and All for One still exists, and I bet you
All for
he's
One's
coming
still
back.
out there.
But see,
Definitely
it's
coming back.
unconfirmed that he's coming back. It's unconfirmed, so and
It
this
is-
show's turned into like a mentor and like apprentice type thing. So it's like All for One's apprentice is what's his face, the hand face guy, and then All Might's apprentice is Deku, and it's like that's the whole series is them fighting, not All for One and All Might fighting.
But his
True.
mentee's kind of a bitch though. Deku's kind of a I don't
No,
know.
he's not.
He's
No,
Not
he's
only
not.
that, but
Did you
All
see
Might
that
now
fight?
is the
Did you see
skinny
that
little
fight?
dude.
Okay, yeah, All Might was a skinny little dude now, but like when he had he can still go muscle mode every once in a while. Like leave the man alone.
Starts coughing up blood.
But he can still do it.
He gets down on like one knee, like clutching his stomach where he got stabbed or
That's true.
whatever.
He's got like no stomach, no liver, no spleen.
I know, just no internal organs. Like how is the man still alive? But whatever.
I think he's got like half a kidney
know.
and like
I
that's
guess
it.
granted, we're basing this off the anime. For all we know, he could be dead in the manga. Who knows?
See, that's
That's
why we needed
true.
Ren here. But then that would have ruined it.
This is
for
why
us.
we don't need Ren here.
Yeah, because he
He
would have
would've
spoiled it for us.
spoiled it.
He didn't say anything, and then he would have turned it into that whole Eri versus Nezuko fight again, which I'm sure we're gonna have to do at some point.
Yeah, we do need to have that argument.
True. But I don't
How
know,
can you
man.
say that Deku is a bitch? Because you saw that Kiseki fight when Kiseki like took over one of his people and just turned into that giant ass monster, and then Deku just whooped him. Granted, he had Eri helping him,
Hey, but he
yeah.
needed a little girl on
Whooped
his
him.
back though.
but
So you
Yeah.
know.
but he
He
still
still breaks limbs with his power too.
he still did it. No, not anymore. Only if it's 100%, which he doesn't do anymore. So you're good.
True.
And he
Still
was low key.
dangerous.
Deku was kind of getting bodied by that magic magician guy. The next arc
Oh.
after that,
Oh, see, I
He
haven't gotten
was,
that far
yeah.
yet because the
he
whole
was
virus
getting
thing.
bodied. Mhm.
Stop the dub.
I don't
That's
know,
a
man.
great-
All you kids at
honestly-
home, you need to watch sub, not dub. Don't be dyslexic like me, because then you're gonna be stuck behind like I am, and it sucks ass because
Yeah.
they know stuff that I don't know.
True.
To read.
But Joseph
I
knows
gotta
about
say
that.
though, that quirk was the best quirk in that show so far. That rubber thing that the magician guy had. Lucas
Oh
hasn't seen it
yeah,
yet, but
I
yeah,
don't know.
the
some good stuff.
elasticity like
Yeah.
quirk.
Oh, wait, talking about Gentleman Hero or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever he is.
Yeah, okay, that was pretty cool. I have seen that.
But he
I
was
guess I'm a
low-key getting
little
bodied by
biased
them.
because I like Rubber Boy, but like
What is Rubber
still
Boy?
it's a cool quirk as Luffy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rubber
Yeah,
Man.
that's totally biased. What the fuck? Get out of here.
It's totally biased. That's why it's my favorite quirk.
Well, see, All Might messed up because he should have gave one for all to Mirio.
Yeah, but
And
then if
just
he gave it to
imagine-
Mirio, then All for One would have been lost, as well as Mirio's quirk. So, ha.
Nah.
The situation would be very different if
He
Mirio
would
got
have
that
been
quirk.
bodied from the jump. He wouldn't have got caught
Yeah.
lacking and would have got shot. It would have been over in like one punch. He punched him so many times. Just imagine if he had the power of All Might. Like,
Yeah.
it would have been over.
All right, fine.
Now,
say
Mob,
so.
on
I'm
the
arguing
other
All
hand-
Might. I'm not arguing Deku over here.
No, but I'm saying
All Might
his
might have made a
mentee
stupid
selection.
decision. He might have made one stupid decision, but he had that soft spot, like All Might didn't have a quirk coming into this. Deku doesn't have a quirk going into this. And then, boom. He works hard, just like Mob does. So, bam. That puts him on even playing fields, if that's what we're comparing.
Senku worked hard too. My man Lily he started butt
Senku-
naked.
Senku
He
made
started
everybody
build
work
a whole
hard.
civilization from scratch.
From
Senku built like
scratch.
one little hut, and then once he found the civilization, he was like, all right, now I'm king,
Yeah,
so you guys do all
Senku's
the
a little
work for me.
freeloader.
He really didn't do all
Nah,
that
nah,
much.
nah.
He built that
He
one
did
hut.
Nah, he did all he could. He brought science out, defended the village, and he won the competition. He saved the princess.
Senku
Yep,
just
Ruri.
got handed everything from his dad,
Nah.
man. Just got handed
Don't
to
bring
him.
his dad into it. Don't bring
Inherited.
his dad into it.
His dad low-key set up everything for him, like that little cassette player or the record player and everything. Like his dad had it really thought out, even though it's not his dad, which blows my mind. 'cause
Exactly. It wasn't
Yeah.
even his dad.
You know who didn't get their powers from their dad? Because their dad doesn't have any power. Okay. I guess technically Mob's dad did contribute some genes to create Mob, who then
his
had
brother
psychic
also has the same powers.
Yeah. But
Honestly, his brother is cooler than Mob.
it's cooler than
Not
Mob,
even the
dude.
coolest.
I agree, but
He's
he's not
cooler.
the protagonist.
But he also, listen, he's still a main character and
True.
kind of the protagonist. He fought in the battle.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a bit of a protagonist in a way, I guess. But
I'm just
Mob's
saying.
still the main character of that show, and Mob is a beast.
if he's
that's
not even the
what's the-
coolest in his own anime, I don't know if he could really be.
Well, Mob's not a cool guy. Mob is an awkward middle school student who can't run. But he's the
That
best.
can't run. See. I don't know. He can only bring out his full power too when he gets pushed to the absolute limit.
He gets pissed, yeah. But like
So
that's
he has
the
like
case
anger
for a lot
issues.
of guys.
He has emotional issues. Not Senku.
Well, like
he's just smart
Naruto.
all the time.
Naruto can't bring out his fullest potential without getting pissed off because of
Yeah,
that
he
nine-tailed
can.
fox.
He can now.
Yeah, you can.
Now
we
yeah,
can.
he's the
Original
Hokage now.
Naruto. We're
Well,
comparing
yeah.
a middle schooler to original Naruto because he is 12 in that.
That's okay. That's
Not-
fair.
17-year-old Shippuden at the end.
Hey,
all
but
right.
Senku's still smart all the time. I'm just saying, you can't get rid of the smartness.
But Senku's still a freeloading
Yes.
little bitch.
He is a
No.
freeloader, man.
Like
He
he really
saved-
built one hut. He freed his
Nah.
friend and his friend's girlfriend, and then that was like that's all he did. Then he was just like, "Oh, okay, so we're gonna do this," and then he got the craft maker to make all the stuff that he actually needed to do the science.
That's called
Without
great
the
team
craft
leader.
maker, he wouldn't be able to do anything. Without
Great
what's his
team
face
leader.
collecting all the stuff, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Like
No, but he gave
Got
them all
really
stuff
lucky.
in compensation, though. He gave
He
people
did get really
glasses.
lucky.
He gave them gold spears. He gave them electricity, light bulbs.
But
He
they
took
were
care of
living-
everybody.
They were living just fine, man. Now he's got kids working in the middle of the winter like the Chinese like factory
No, they
workers.
had fun.
They ain't got
liked
no
putting the kids
windows.
together.
Fun.
They like doing that.
They were freezing
No,
their
they-
asses off. They were not having fun. The
No,
man is
but
a
then he-
slave owner.
he built them furnaces to heat their homes individually. So each home had like a nice little furnace they could cook, heat the the little hut.
All them kids were still working in there. You know what I'm saying? Child labor laws.
Yeah.
Not cool,
If
man.
they had
Senku
any
didn't
kind of
come
labor
along-
laws in place, Senku would be in 2000 prison.
No,
Whatever
because if
year that
Senku
show
didn't
takes
come
place
along,
in.
Ruri would have died.
Why would Ruri? Okay, Ruri would have died.
She had the disease, and he came
True.
through and cured her.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. I'll give you that, Will.
So he's saving lives out here.
I thought you were talking about the little blind girl. The little blind girl would have been fine. She just had the fuzzy disease.
Yeah, and he cured the fuzzy disease. He gave her the
melon with glasses on it. He couldn't even bother to make her real
Hey,
glasses.
man, he didn't even
It was a
make the
fucking
glasses.
melon.
No, because she liked the melon because she could like go inside and roll around in it. That was part of her aesthetic.
Mm.
She
Well, she just
respected
wore
her
it
hair.
because that was her glasses before. It was the pinhole glasses.
No, but she could have got glasses after, but she chose to wear the helmet
Mm.
because
I don't think it
Ginro
was
has
ever offered to
glasses.
her. Well, yeah,
Nah,
Ginro has
nah.
Ginro
glasses,
got
but it was never
glasses.
offered to her.
Nah, don't matter.
Yeah, Senku
No,
didn't even consider the
Exactly.
possibility that she would want glasses.
him. Nah, see, she gave him the helmet, and he put the helmet on and was able to go ham during the tournament, and it protected him because it was the helmet too.
But what does that have to do with him not making glasses for her once she's done with
I'm
it?
saying the helmet
Mika,
served a
that's her
good
name.
purpose. I forgot her name.
Suika.
Suika.
But see,
She was
the
a little
only
girl.
reason that Ginro got the glasses was because he was a good fighter and he couldn't see. So Senku was like, well, obviously I can't fight, so I'm going to give the fighter glasses so he can protect
Exactly.
me and my bitch
Strategic
ass.
planner.
That's how
Senku's
weak
a
he
good manager, good boss. Nope.
Not a
Listen.
good manager, not a good boss.
Mob.
I'm hard against Senku as the
No.
best protagonist.
Mob gets his power sucked away, or he's in his feels too much and he can't summon it. He's just a weak middle school boy.
Hey, I'm not
He
arguing
is
Mob here
controlled
either.
by his emotions.
Bob ain't great,
Heavily
man.
controlled by his emotions.
If his crush came along and said, "Hey, don't hurt anybody," he's not doing anything because he's a simp. All right, and All Might had a bad mentee selection.
That's the
he's
one
weak,
bad thing he did.
and he's just missing organs.
Okay,
He don't have that stomach.
He gave everything he fucking had to take out All for One. That United States of Smash was the most badass thing in the entire fight. You know it.
Didn't
You
even
absolutely
kill him.
know it. Because
And he
that's
didn't
not
kill
the
him, though.
protagonist
He
way. It's not the protagonist way to kill people.
No.
We already talked about this with Naruto, remember? The Talk no Jutsu. Like, you don't kill people. You knock them out, and then they come back and obviously cause more problems. It's the same problem that Batman had.
Exactly. Wait, so he's just gonna come back.
He's
and
just gonna,
destroy-
he used all his power so that there will be a problem in the future.
I mean, you saw All for One here, All for One. He was in that like straight jacket thing. They had like the needles in him. I don't think that man was going anywhere anytime soon.
Hey, the League
Find
of
out.
Villains. All it takes is one play, and next thing you know, he's busted out. Who's gonna stop him? Who's gonna stop him?
Deku.
Not All Might. Not All Might.
Deku.
Deku,
Deku gonna stop him.
the guy who got bodied by the man who likes to drink tea.
He didn't get bodied. He did win. We're thinking of Rubber Guy, right? Magician.
I don't even know if they won. I didn't get to see the end of that fight yet.
The gentleman. I guess
Gentleman hero.
Deku technically won, but low-key he was getting like
See,
he was getting worked.
It
Considering
don't matter if he's getting
He's
worked
getting
if he still
pretty
got the
hard.
dub though. All that matters.
No,
is
but he
getting
didn't get the dub on his own though, because like the security came and stopped everything.
But he still got the dub. That's a win as a hero because you don't
Nope.
want people. You want things to escalate. You don't want people to get hurt. You don't want like all this bad stuff to happen. So bam, that is a dub.
For Deku, not All Might.
Oh, that's true.
That's right. No, but see, that helps me prove the point that Deku was a good mentee pick. So
No, but
bam,
everybody
there
can
you
agree
go.
that if Mario got passed down the power, he would have been 10 times better than Deku. That's already been established. Like everybody agrees on that.
But in the title, it literally says Deku becomes the number one hero. Like it's the story of how Deku becomes the number one hero. So obviously
Eventually,
he does some
though,
good stuff.
Eventually, it
Well,
could be
you can't
Bakugo
all
that
have
becomes the number
success
one
right
first.
away.
It could be
Bakugo's
Todoroki that becomes the first.
Bakugo
You know?
and Todoroki are like so far behind at this point. Like they didn't even get their provisional licenses at first,
That's just technicalities.
but they're still left behind.
Nah. See, Senku, raw intelligence. Come on, you can't. You can't beat that. He's just smart. He's just a
you
smart
really
guy.
can't
Mob
beat
has
raw intelligence with
mental
raw power.
fortitude.
Nah, because All Might doesn't have the power anymore.
Hmm.
Boom. And then Mob, dude, he's a simp. He's already
You're
out.
not
He's a
winning
simp.
this.
Well, yeah,
No,
Mom's already
Mob
out.
is the
All right,
best
Joseph. So this is going to be the same thing as last week. You're going to have to decide between our two, and you have 2 minutes to decide because that's how long we have left for Zoom.
I have to decide between you two?
Yes, because
Yeah.
obviously
No,
we're voting for
Mob
ourselves.
is the number one.
Oh, fuck. All right, I guess we're not going to come to a conclusion.
Dude, he's just a sweaty middle schooler.
It's
Exactly.
definitely not All Might. It's definitely Mob or Senku.
There we
No,
go. I'll
Mob.
take
You're
that.
just biased.
It's Mob, dude. Nah.
Oh,
We
all
just
right.
spent 20
That
minutes
disre-
arguing. I'm not
That disregards
backing
your
down.
opinion if you're still thinking that Mob is the number one. We just destroyed the man. He's just a sweaty little 12-year-old who can't do anything.
Y'all just said
Because his
simp,
crush
and that
walks
was
by.
it. That was your argument. Was that
Like
he
being
likes
a
a
simp
girl.
completely disables him to the point where he can't do anything.
that's true.
But
That's
she
true.
never has.
But
She
Nah,
supports
the,
him.
the whole
And
And
look
his
at that
psychic
speech you
powers.
just sent me. He stood there for 5 minutes straight, didn't say anything.
That's fine. We know
What?
he doesn't have any social skills.
All
I'm
right.
just saying,
Well,
and then in all his fights, he kind of destroyed everything too. It wasn't gracious either.
exactly.
No,
See,
school-
that's a sign of
The
not being a
school,
good hero.
the city.
It's true.
What is the
He did
financial
rebirth
ramifications?
the entire city, though. He got rid of the big problem, grew a giant broccoli, and fixed all the issues.
All right, that's
He
fair.
d-
Okay, all right, guys, we got less than a minute, so I got to wrap it up. We'll continue this later if we have to. All right, guys. So
Let us know down
obviously,
below.
we never get to a decision in this thing. So as always, just let us know what you think below. Tell us who you thought was the cutest, but of course it's me. But whatever. We love you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.